Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cities Skylines Submitted City Traffic Fix and City Fix video. This is part 2 for the city. We are back in Lagogo, created by Antifa, and we are starting up right where we left off. So traffic flow is at 67%. There is no despawning, and very nice thing, the creator Antifa, he actually saw part 1 and said, thanks for fixing the awful interchanges. LOL. I enjoy your content and I appreciated how nice you were. So thank you for watching part 1. I'm glad you liked it, and so hopefully you'll enjoy part 2. And I've enjoyed working on the city. It's a nice city and we are close. So one of the things that I wanted to do is, you know, where the traffic is having some difficulties right here on this southwest side, coming south and heading over into this area right here. I want to do an experiment. I think one of the reasons for a little bit of this is because there was a cargo train station right here that I destroyed, because there's already a cargo train station right here. And there was no way for some cargo deliveries to get to this station based on how the rail was set up. So I fixed that, which was on for part 1. I fixed that in part 1. And so now cargo rail is coming to this cargo train terminal from the northern connections. So I want to let the city run a little bit and see if that reduces the traffic and improves the traffic flow. If not, then we'll move on to making some additional modifications. So I'm going to hit play and I will be back. Alright, I've concluded that experiment. It did not make a difference. So the traffic is still dropping to 61%. And it's continuing to back up more and more over here. Continue to back up more and more over here. So I'm going to move on to the next thought that I had, or the next fix, which is there's a lot of people that are trying to get into this area, Myrtle Square and Linden Hills, and they're coming around this way. So I do want to create another connection right here, from right here to get here. And then there are some people that I think will be coming from right here down to the southwest part of the city. And so I want to create a road that comes down this way, intersects right here, and hits the top part of Big Bill Hell's oil factory, and that way industry has another way to get here besides for this spot. So let me put in those 2 connections and I'll be back. Alright, so I completed 2 new intersections and access points for the city. So the southwest side, now it has this other highway that, or not highway, this other street that connects to the highway that comes from the southwest side, you can say. And so before you hit this Y interchange, or this 3-way interchange, you can hit this, and it's a way to get to the southern part of this Myrtle Square and Linden Hills. So that's done. You know, I did an experiment here where I try to make this a 3-lane coming into the roundabout to see if it would help. It did not, so I changed it back to 2. Then the other thing that I did is right here, created another highway intersection, and it connects right here to this roundabout in Autumn Heights, and then it continues and connects to north of this industrial area. So I did that, you know, manipulated a little bit of the rail to make it work. And these toll roads, they were actually exactly right here. So I just moved them down a little bit. So now that that's done, let's go ahead and hit play and see the impact. Again, No despawning. And traffic flow is, of course, dropping, right? So we'll see if this has a positive impact. I think these are all correct. Yep. Should be correct. Yep. Oh. Address this. There we go. Oh wow, look at that. A lot of people are using this, aren't they? So, it doesn't look like anybody is going straight that doesn't want to take a right, so we'll do that. And we'll say right turn only. Okay. Wow. That's actually more than I expected. I didn't expect all of that. That's surprising. I thought that maybe it would help some, but not that large of a percentage, or not that large of an amount of people. Wow. Okay. Okay. How about down here? Anything? Barely. Very few. Very few. But, you know, any little bit of cars that use this, that will be less cars that use this. So it will still be helpful. You want to use the diffuse and disperse strategy. A big backlog right here, so it's just going to take time for it to run. Let's take a look here. Oh, whoa! There's a lot of cars using this to get in. You know, while we're here, let's see if this roundabout is set up. It's not. If you're on the roundabout, block the box. If you're on the roundabout, block the box. If you're on the roundabout, block the box. Good. And if you're coming onto the roundabout, you cannot. So that's good. And there's a lot of people that are using that. Okay. We can go ahead and make this an exit only. Still a big backlog, but that's okay. It looks like it's filtering through. I mean, there's movement happening here, so that's good. Where are we at? 68. And that had a dramatic effect. Let's go ahead and make this the Vanilla Plus 2 to 4. Or a 4 lane. Oh shoot, it's gonna break that part of the roundabout. That's alright. Making it 2 to 4, 2 to 4, and then I'll go ahead and hook that back up. Oh, are you kidding me? Really? What about here? Really? It's too low. That's lower than it's supposed to be. That's why. Alright, so it just needs to be a little bit higher. Page up, page down to get it to sit properly right there. And here we go. And let's just bring it down. It's a little bit uglier than I want, but I want to try to move fairly quickly. There we go. And then I assume that these are too low. Yeah, a little bit too low. Oh, in fact, that's like right on the street. That's done with the Move It mod. Let me fix this up. I'll be back. All right, not very pretty, but it'll work. And so basically the paths were partially over the road. You can do that with the Move It mod, but it will be better to kind of give it the space that it needs. Otherwise, you run into a problem where if you want to do modifications later, you still have to continue to use the Move It mod to make modifications. So it's better just kind of place it where the game thinks it's better. So let's just make sure that this roundabout is set up while we're at it. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay, great. So let's hit play. And yeah, there's no ground, walking on the ground crosswalks is not allowed. So, okay, that's good. So normally I would say try to avoid using the Move It mod because it does cause some problems that I showed in part 1. But so I reconstructed it without using the Move It mod, so it works fine. It's got the right height. Alright, so let's see if anybody is using this. Yeah, people are using this other pathway. Just not as much, but they're using it enough. Oh, that looks good. That is all clear. This is clear. This looks clear. There's a little bit of slowdown with 15 miles an hour on this thing. How about 55? That looks good. Where are we at? 73. All right, let's go see where some other pockets of red are. Oh, this thing has been busy the entire time. Are there people crossing the street here? Not really. That's not much of an issue. I'm thinking about moving this entrance a little bit. We'll come back. We'll come back to it. Holy moly. Let's do, see if we can upgrade this. Yeah, 2 to 4, 2 to 4. That'll help out. They're going from 4 lanes down to 2. Is there a reason why you guys are stopping? I don't see anything. So I'm gonna tell them, just go. You can go ahead and block the box. Yeah, so this part is all done. Yeah, okay, good. 78%. Let's come back here. Oh. Well, that's... I guess maybe it ebbs and flows? And what are... Let's remove the zoning here. And there are people that are walking, so let me put some paths right here and I'll be back. Alright, I put some paths right here and I'm going to tell them to not use the ground crosswalks. There we go. And that should help the a small amount of any kind of you know, slowing down of the traffic right here. It looks like they're using this crosswalk too. Yeah, they are. So let me also build a crosswalk over here too. All right, a pretty extensive path system. There you go. So built it across both of these intersections, told people to not use the ground crosswalks. And so that should help with the traffic flow. And again, I didn't use the Move It mod, so the roads and everything should be able to be upgraded or changed without creating any kind of destruction to the paths. Which is a better way of saying what I was trying to say before. Alright, so I think that's good. Let's come back over here. Oh wow, that's done. Okay, excellent. Is that it? No, not yet. Okay, let's see what other busy areas we got. Is there some intersection, something here? Anything? No? It's not a real intersection, so you guys can go ahead and block the box. There's a lot of intersections. It'd be good for them to be more spread out, because they kind of keep on stopping at each spot. You can also put intersection signs, but I think it's more that the it would be nice for the road to come out this way and come back in, and then you could have the same amount of zoning but only have 2 intersections on this main road. Alright, let's see where else we got a lot of traffic. Some lights. Just removing the lights. Anything else? Where else is there hotspots? Not really. I'm not noticing anything. This road is busy, but it's not backed up anymore. Alright, so let me just look around and see if I notice anything else. Okay, for the most part, the city is staying at 78. And there's actually not a lot of red spots around that are backed up, that is. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead. Let me see here. How are we doing? Is there anybody waiting on this? Nope. Anybody waiting here? Nope. So I want to go ahead and create a metro line that connects one metro line 1 with this area down here. So the center of the city down here. So let me do that and I'll be back. Alright, I created a pretty big track. So right here, 1, 2, 3. These two are close enough together for people to get out of one line and go into another. And then it comes down here. 2 spots for the industry. 3 spots for the residential commercial area here. And then we are back. And so that is the line 3 right here. And so we're going to actually change this. There's a Metro Line 1 and then there's a Metro Line 2, and that is running counterclockwise. Change the color. There we go. And then we'll do the clockwise one. And then we'll hit play and we'll see what kind of impact that has on the traffic. See if it gives us the extra 2 percentage points to get to 80. There we go. Let's hit play. And we can see if people start to use this. No one. Oh, there's some people go. Great. I suspect that these two will get really busy because people will use these to get out of line 1 and go into line 2. So let me let that run and I'll be back. Alright, I went ahead and I updated how many vehicles there are in the 2 brand new lines. So one has already got like over 100 people waiting. I increased that to 11 vehicles. Another one has 800, and yeah, it's tremendous the amount of people waiting. Wow. Let's kind of beef this up. And the nice thing is that when you create separate lines, you can ramp up the amount of vehicles and not worry about the traffic for your subway or metro trains. You don't have to worry about those clogging up the subway metro rail lines when you have them set up separately. Oh, wow. 1,000 people waiting. Was that a big key to the city? We'll see. We'll see. I mean, if all those people are using the subway system, that's that many less people that are going to be driving around. Notice there's a lot of dead people. Where's the there's definitely crematoriums around here. There's a lot over here. We can go ahead and empty this one. Whoa, there's so many over here. We can go ahead and empty this. This one doesn't have a road. Oh, let's move this in. There we go. That's when I built this. I deleted that road. Looks like. Okay. 79. Let's take a look at the metro system. Let's take a look. 1,500 people waiting. Oh my God. Which one is this? Which one is this one? Where is this at? Over here? Okay, I did not expect that. Why? You guys don't have a pathway to cross anywhere, do you? You guys are just trapped here. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's create a way for you guys to cross. Let me create a couple of paths. I'll be back. All right, I've actually built a couple of paths. The walkability in the city, I just noticed, is not good, and so I created a path to go from this east part to this west part, from the south part over north of it, and then I created a nice little, I mean, nice is maybe not the right term, I mean just a very fast bridge to come over here, and I think that will help reduce the amount of vehicles to get to the park, because now people can just walk there. And I should improve this. This is terrible. I don't know why I did that. There. Okay. I don't know why I did it that way. And so I think that'll help. You know, with these highways, people can't cross the highway. That's one of the reasons why I like to use my highway intersections, because they've got integrated paths and you can see people are using them. But that should help with the walkability. We'll do another one over here. There we go. Just to try to help a little bit more with walking around, getting from one area to another. There we go. I think that's good. Let's take a look at our metro system. Yeah, so I can't even remember where it started, but it's doubled. At least the usage, and there's still lots of people waiting, so we'll ramp it up even more. And let's take a look at this one. That one has enough. Oh wow, so this is the original metro line. And yep, as I suspected, these two that are close to each other, it's gonna make them busier. So we can ramp this up now. Let's see what else. Do one more. Yeah, there we go. I think that's good. And we're at 79%. So let me let that run a little bit and I'll be back. Alright, while I was looking around the city to see where there were hot spots, I did build a few more paths. There's a nice little park area right here, so created a path across the highway for that. Create a little path right here. And then I was looking over here on the southwest side. Where are people coming in from and where they're leaving? They actually come in on the left side and exit on the right. And so technically, this road, the queue, is going the wrong direction. They come in on the left and they leave on the right. So the queue actually should go the wrong way, the other way. And I can't upgrade it because I think the movement mod was used again. There we go. I think this is too steep, yeah. So we can do this. There we go. They're all going to have to rearrange, but it was causing a little bit of a backlog right there. And you can actually have a very easy way for them to get onto this. This thing is so high up. Yeah. I'm gonna bring it down. Bring it down for a moment and then there. Just for the on-ramp right here. There. Just so that it doesn't create a problem right here for people to take a left to get onto the queue. Where are we at? The city really stays at 78. I've noticed that it doesn't really move much after all those updates. A lot of people are taking that. Let's make it a 2-lane exit. There we go. I think we're good. I mean, there hardly is any traffic. I see a light right here. I mean, there's just like little minor things. But for the most part, I don't really see much of a problem anywhere. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see hardly any red. That's just a queue for the park. Nothing. I mean, it's at 79% with no backlog. Nothing. So I think that's it. $2,700 people. Oh my gosh. It's a killer metro system. Alright, there's not as many people waiting. We'll leave it. Good. Anybody waiting here? Not really. And even that one has been worked down. Yeah, we can probably drop that down a little bit. I think that's good. 78, 79. I was really hoping to hit 80. I'll let it run for a little bit and see if it changes. So it hit 80 for a moment. A brief moment it hit 80. Once it hits it again, I'm going to stop it right there. We'll let it run. But it hit 80 for a brief moment and then dropped back down. I think 78% is really what the city runs at. And then when it gets lucky, it goes down to, or it goes up to 80. But you can see that there's no real traffic stopped in any real spot, real place. There's not even a light there or anything. Yeah, I mean, the traffic is just flowing. I actually don't even know why it's not at 80, because I mean it's running great. I was looking around to see if I could find some lights, because sometimes if you have too many lights, it will cost you a percentage, and I do see some over here. And I try to do this, but they're timed traffic lights. So I'm actually going to remove the timed traffic lights. I think there's another one right here. And I thought I saw it. Yep. There we go. And I don't know if that's going to give us the percentage that we need, but let's hit play. Because there was cars just waiting here. Why is it that... There's some more lights here. Oh. Alright, I messed that up. I needed to remove the time traffic light and then remove the light itself. Here we go. There we go. I don't know if there's any others here. 80! Done! I'm stopping! Alright, 80% traffic flow. No despawning. So I guess it gave me my 1% that I was looking for. This was a wonderful city to work on. This person is a new Cities Skylines player, so of course I'm glad that you got the game. Glad that you're playing it. I hope you really enjoy it. This was a good city, but it was also quite a challenging fix, so let me try to summarize as best I can. I did a summary before, but I will finish the summary with some of the new changes. So the main things that the city needed is it needed more roads to connect the different neighborhoods of the city. And the city, of course, has this big island area and this southwest area. And so because they're so spread out, it needed a better way to get to and from those two sections. So normally when you build out a city, it would have been better to put that area right here rather than so far down, or you know, maybe like right here. But anyways, there was only one lane to get in, one lane to get out from this main area on the west side, and that's what pretty much everybody was using. There's another way here, but nobody was using that. So expanding this, and then also the outside connection, there was not a way to get over here from this outside connection, so created 1, 2 to add on to the third one right here. And then there were 2 clover leaves that were in rough shape. They couldn't handle the traffic. Replaced it with a stack interchange. Replaced this with one of my highway intersections. And I think that's it over there. And then here, this was already here, left that. There was another connection here, removed it, replaced it with this one, and then added this. And so more ways for this southern section to get north, more ways from this entire neighborhood to get to the island, and vice versa. This industrial area, its road system was updated. Some 2-lane roads had to be updated to 4-lane roads. Definitely a lot of traffic lights had to be removed. Some lane arrows or lane directions had to be updated so you could have dedicated directions, dedicated turn lanes, dedicated on-ramps and off-ramps. Dramatically improving the paths for city walkability. And a massive update to the metro subway system by creating a brand new line clockwise and counterclockwise and updating the amount of vehicles in those lines. I think that summarizes the vast majority of the major updates. The city is profitable. The population is about the same. It went from 72,000 approximately to this. So it obviously can grow. There's plenty of space. You can expand right here potentially. Expand on some of these islands. And then technically, because there's such a big gap, the nice thing would be to put in some neighborhoods right here to kind of create a connection rather than this big gap between the island part of the city and the southwest part. So there you go. Please, before you leave, like the video. Please smash that like button. I mean, if you didn't like it, you can hit the dislike button. But hopefully you did. Live streams are on YouTube, Twitch, DLive, and Twitter simultaneously. You can watch on whichever one you want. I hope this provided some good tips and was a good guide and a good tutorial on how to fix traffic in a city and make other improvements to a city as well. So I do quite a few of these. There has already been quite a few done. There's actually a playlist on the YouTube channel. Again, please like the video if you liked it. You can dislike it if you didn't, and if you want to support me more, smash that subscribe or follow button. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, before I forget, Antifa, thank you very much for uploading the city. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for the opportunity to work on it.